I have literally seen thousands of quilts over here at the quilting studio, and I'm going to put this up to the top in saying this is one of the cutest quilts, and so much effort and activity went into this. Juanita is making this for her 4-year-old niece birthday. Seriously, friends, cuteness overload for sure. Even that backing, fabulous. Doing it in my candy pink color of thread. She wanted to make sure that the design that I'm putting on here, the stitching, doesn't overpower the quilt itself, which I totally agree with. There's just too much cuteness here. We're doing in the flirty butterflies. Really, what little 4-year-old is not gonna love this quilt? So cute. Let me talk to you about a couple things here real quick. We're gonna talk about pressing, and we're gonna talk about thread colors. Threads, kind of threads sneaking out. That's what we're gonna talk about here, actually. So pressing. The top of this quilt is so stunning, and there are many reasons why. Her cutting is immaculate, her piecing is fabulous, her corners are coming together beautifully. But I will say one of the major reasons is because how well she pressed the quilt from the underside and the top. And she was very careful, and she put a lot of thought process into how she was pressing each piece. And I want you to take a look at that and be aware. Pressing makes a difference, not just in making the quilt flat and nice, but literally in how the quilt and the pieces interact with the other ones. Like right here, the fact that she has both pieces coming in for the body of the butterfly, the fact that she has certain pieces pressed open, how she has connected this for the little color change in the butterfly in the lower lobe right there. The way that she has pressed out all the pieces in the antennae and the pieces coming from it, all of that is contributing to the quilt looking the way it is on the top. It is causing channels and valleys to be where they're going to be best received on the quilt. The second thing I want to show you is when you have a darker color of fabric next to a super light, whether it be a white, a light yellow, a super light pink, you want to make sure all of those threads are clipped and pressed the other direction, because all it takes is some stray threads coming out over here. They're going to shine through. Once it's been long armed, it's pretty hard to get those out of there. I try to go through and make sure that has occurred, but I can only do the best I can, my friends. And so I just want you to be aware, if you have darker colors next to white, make sure all of those threads have been clipped and moved out of the way like Juanita has right here. Fabulous job. Excited to see what you've done. Have you made a quilt even similar to this? It is a lot of work, and you know that 4-year-old is going to be loving it. Oh yeah.